Okay, we are live. We are live. Who's live here with me now? Who's live? Who's live here with me? Super evening on a Monday morning. Who's here live with me? Just type if you're live and if you are excited to be live because we're going to be discussing a very important topic when it comes to improving yourself, like in leaps and bounds this year. If you can start implementing one or more of these things that you are going to be learning here, it's which is a superbly important topic when it comes to having a greater sense of control. When do you think you can have a greater sense of control over your day, over your week, or your month, or your year? Can you just type in the chat box? When do you think you can have a greater sense of control over your day, week, and month? When you start having this important skill of learning how to manage your time or knowing how to manage your time, that's an important skill that's going to really help you get to the next level, because time management equals life management. All right, so with that note, in this live session we're going to be learning about we're going to be learning about the top 6. This When I say top 6, this is in my list. All right, this is in the category that I have looked at after going through some of my challenges, some of the challenges myself, or after interacting with my students and a lot of people whom I train on, whom I coach on. All right, so here we go. What are those top 6 time management challenges that we have to be learning about? The mistakes. You know why? Because you don't have to commit all these mistakes all over again, but all you have to do is you can also learn from others mistakes, and you can start implementing those small little changes and tweaks that can really help you get to the next level. All right, who's ready on this day to learn some time management? Who's ready? Just type I'm ready with a smiley in the chat box. If you're ready, if you're superbly excited to learn about this, type excited with a lot of exclamation. All right, so with that note, let's get going. All right, let's see what's coming up now. If you're here for the first time, just type I'm live in the chat box, and I want to personally welcome you into this live stream. Or even if you're watching this as a recording, welcome. All right, a very important topic again, and let's see how it goes. So let me let me ask you this question. So last year, 2022, if you look back at the last year, and if you want to pick the top one, the first, or the top challenge you faced when it comes to managing your time, what was that? Can you share in the comment box? What was that one top challenge that you faced last year when it comes to managing your time effectively? Can you just put it in the chat box, please? Even if you're watching this as a recording, now we are live, but even otherwise, please share below that one big challenge that you were facing. Okay, so here it is. So what are those common mistakes that a lot of us keep doing when it comes to time management, and how do we fix that? The first one, the very first one, is about why do you think we do not spend time to manage our time? The very first thing is because of not having goals, or not having goals that are congruent with whom we want to become. Not having goals is one of the things, but even in a lot of cases you will see that a lot of people have goals, but it for some reason those goals are not relevant, or those goals are not congruent with either our values, with our long term vision, or with the overall plan that we have, right? So if you've been in that state where, yeah, you've had goals, but you realize that those are not the right goals, just type I have in the chat box, in the comment box. If you have had some goals, but then realized, hey, you know what? It's better off if I spend my time going after these goals instead of going after this goal. Have you ever had this kind of a realization? Okay. If some of you have had this, just type, I have had this realization that sometimes I was going after a different goal, which I realized that was not relevant to me given the context of my life, my career, my health, my relationship. It was not relevant. Therefore, I had to change my goals and look at a different thing. Have you ever done this? If you have done that, just type yes, otherwise, say no in the comment box. So that's the first thing. Not having clear goals can be a kind of a very big mistake when it comes to managing our time. What do you think is the next second biggest mistake that a lot of us keep doing when it comes to managing our time? Can you just think about it and share in the comment box? What's the second biggest mistake which a lot of us keep committing? When I say a lot of us, I have done this multiple times. I have done this. All right. The second big challenge with people which people face with, because of which their time management goes for a toss, is lack of planning. Lack of planning. We know this very common thing, right? How many of you have heard this, that if you're failing to plan, you're planning to fail, right? How many of you know this? If you've heard this, that hey, you know what, if you have failed to plan, that means you have planned to fail. Have you heard this? You know what, the other funny thing, what I learned from my mentors, what I also recognize, that a lot of times we know that a plan is important. Do you know that you need to have a plan? Do you think that's important for you to take your life, your career, building amazing wealth for yourself, for your family, having great experiences? Do you think it's you have to have a plan for each and every category that we just spoke about? If yes, just type yes. We know that, but you know what? A lot of times you will realize that that common knowledge that we have is not common practice. We have a lot of information, we have a lot of knowledge about basic common things, but the challenge that a lot of people face is that they do not have a plan, because they do not have that step by step process of creating that plan. And after creating a plan, the habits that can sustain that plan for long durations of time. That's a big challenge that a lot of us face. Have you faced that challenge of not having a plan in very specific area of your life, and therefore you realized after a while that things have remained the same? Things have remained the same because there was no specific goal or no specific plan in that area. That's the second thing we have to look at. How many of you got a plan for this year? How many of you want to make 2023 the best year ever? Type 2023 in the comment box. If you have this in your mind, that I want to make 2023 the best year ever, financially, health wise, relationship wise, experience wise, spiritually, whatever field you want to choose, whichever area you want to improve yourself upon, if you have that plan, or if you have that thought in your mind, this is the year I'm going to get to the next level. Just type 2023 in the comment box. And for all of you who are typing 2023 here, can I ask you that, can you show me the plan? When I ask, can you show me, I'm honoring whatever struggle that you're going through, and I'm being very respectful towards what you're trying to create for yourself. Can you show me what's that plan that you have that's going to help you make 2023 the best year ever? If you want this year to be the best, the plan that you're going to have, that you're going to get this year, let that better be better than 2022's plan. That plan, Le- that better be better than 2022's plan, because you want this year to be better than last year. You know what I'm saying? So that's the second part of this lack of planning. So how do you think you can get a plan? Can you just type in the comment box, what are the steps for you to get a plan that can help you build a better year this year, help you become a little bit more focused, help you become a better habits builder. How do you think you can get a plan? Can you just share in the comment box? And if you're yet to know about this, I also conduct the live masterclass where I give you the exact plan, the exact blueprint for you to go on and start working on it. If you want to know more, just type karthik.coach/live and you can be part of that masterclass. It's as simple as that. So that's the next one. The third point here, why I mean it's kind of a mistake, if I can put it that way, mistake when it comes to time management. It's about procrastination. Procrastination. And I'm also going to share a kind of a tip using which you can kind of avoid. It's one of the ways to get past procrastination and start becoming an action taker. How many of you would love that? I'm going to share that plan, but can you share in the comment box, uh, have you procrastinated this year, or the last 8 days, or the last 9 days this year, or sometime last year? I have procrastinated last year. I know the reason why as well. Can you share in the comment box? Did you procrastinate something that was important, but still you did not commit to that? Yeah, some of you did. I truly honor the fact that you're openly sharing that some places you failed to stick on to that plan. You procrastinated. I want to acknowledge the fact that you're sharing it openly. Thank you for that. The thing is, if you want to get out of this state of procrastination, one of the things that can help you is the plan. If you have a plan, you know what to act on, you know the steps that you have to take up, you know what's the habit, what are the skills, and what's the kind of mindset I have to build. If that's clear in front of you and ahead of you, you're going to put that into use. So first of all, as I said, one of the points before this is to have a plan. And another way for you to understand that how you can get out of procrastination is to not just focus on the task. Don't just treat it as a task that you're working on, but look at how many people can get benefited out of this. If it and let me give you another perspective to this. If there is no beneficiary of what you're working on, then probably you're working on the wrong thing. Either you have to be a beneficiary or someone else has to be a beneficiary of that. And now don't say that I'm constantly going to scroll through social media feeds and the channel owner or the owner of this feed, owner of this content is going to be a beneficiary. That's not how it is. If you're constantly just procrastinating and also putting that time to a wrong use, which is not helping you advance, I think this is a clear indicator that you truly do not have a plan, and it's a time for you to get a plan. I mean, if you want a plan, type plan in the comment box, please. Or if you already have a plan that you're working on, that you're building yourself up on, also type I got it in the comment box. Type I got it. So that's the third point about procrastination. How you can, couple of ways. It's not the whole list, but some ideas for you to help and get out of that mode of procrastination. Okay. So the next one we're going to look at is this habit of multitasking. How many proud multitaskers here? If you're a proud multitasker, Just type PMT in the chat box. If you're a insanely proud multitasker, you know that you can like do 100 different things at the same time. Okay, I'm over exaggerating. Let's say three different things at the same time. Let's say two things. If you think you can do that, just type I can in the comment box. I just want to remind you of this very important saying that probably you have heard before. One who chases two rabbits, can you just fill in the blank? What comes after that? One who chases two rabbits gets none. Gets none. So that's what we are all doing most of the time, multitasking, like having a mobile in the hand and also doing a lot of things. While I'm saying, do I have that kind of a challenge sometimes? Yes, I have. Certain times I have to use my mobile for certain response and all that. And at the same time, um, I happen to also get started off with the next task that's in hand, and I end up multitasking, and I realize after some time that I did not do due diligence to either of those tasks. The quality of work, not task number one, very bad. Task number two, not so good. If you have a personal standard of excellence, and if you're trying to multitask, you're never going to achieve that standard of excellence in either of them. And if you think you are achieving, then probably it's time for you to up your personal standard of excellence. Probably it's a time or an indicator that you have to think of the next level. Yep. So that's the fourth point. No multitask. In fact, one of the important things that I help inside the community is to give you that, in fact, to help you understand the importance of clarity as one of the core high performance habits. And through that, how can you get rid of this action or this habit of multitasking? Through some of the methodologies are through setting intentions, through journaling, having a plan, having a specific routine that you can follow, having certain triggers that you can have, so that when you have a task in hand, you just focus on that. Do you think that's important? Just type important if you think this one thing of getting out of multitasking and focusing and becoming a unitasker is a superpower that you can acquire this year. Yep. If you have the intention, just type unitasking in the comment box. So that's the next thing. Become a unitasker. Get out of that mode of multitasking. If you're ready, just type unitasking in the chat box, in the comment box, please. So that's one of the primary things that I'm helping my students, and also I'm working on myself to to stay focused on that one thing when the time arrives. You will see that the quality of output, the quality of what you're producing, and more than that, the satisfaction level that you're going to have by just doing that one thing at one time is going to be at a very different level. Okay, that's the fourth thing. The fifth and final thing. What do you think the fifth and final thing, mistake that a lot of us keep committing, that we have to avoid so that we can manage time better is? What's the fifth and final thing? And let me say this: if you did none of the above four things which I spoke about, okay, let me just quickly recap it for you. If you did not set any goals, if you do not have a plan, if you keep procrastinating things, and let's say you keep multitasking, let's say you do all of these four, if you just do this fifth one, you're going to be much more mindful and self aware about your time. Can you guess what it is? Tracking your time. Tracking your time. Simply by having a notepad and a pen And just logging every hour what you did is going to open up so much of awareness inside of you that you'll be like, oh my God, I've been doing this for this long, this stupid activity for this long. I've been spending 2 hours on this meeting just to make this one simple decision. I think I have to get better. You're going to have so many bulb on moments when you just do this activity that this itself is a game changer. So, how many of you commit towards tracking your time every single hour? Just let end of every hour, just start logging what are the activities you did and just review that end of the week. So, if you commit to this, that you're going to do this between now and next live, which we are going to have, that is next Friday, type committed in the comment box, please. If you do this just one activity, you will have much better awareness. With better awareness, you can make better decisions after that. Okay, so that's the next thing of tracking your time. Anything that you want to improve, don't worry about the plan in the first place. If you can at least start thinking about, okay, let me see where am I spending my time on, where am I spending my time on. Just this one activity, if you can do, the world or the kind of things that are going to open up for you, the self awareness that you're going to have on your time and how you're spending it, you're going to be at a very, very different level within 2 weeks' time. So if you commit to this, that you're going to track your time every hour, it's okay. Now it's 7 to 8, right? 7 to 8. At 8 p.m., I'm going to just write what were the 3 tasks that I did between this time. Or let's say, what are the tasks that I did between 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. If you just do this one thing over the next 5 or 6 days, and when we meet live again next Friday, you will thank me for sharing this trick with you. You're going to truly thank me that Karthik, I did this, and now I'm a much better self-aware person now. Okay, so that's the fifth and final thing. So these were the top six in my, in fact, top five in my list of the time management mistakes that a lot of us keep committing, and that's something which we have to improve upon. These were the top five time management mistakes. Let me recap it for you. One is not having clear goals. Two, lack of planning, lack of having a plan. Three, procrastination. Four, multitasking. And fifth and the final one, the big thing, failing to track our time. So if you want to get to the next level, so let's say now, if you ask me, Karthik, what's the solution to all of this? What's the solution? One of the things that I'm sharing inside my community, I'm coaching my students on, is how can you build high performance habits so that you can literally increase your productivity 30% week after week after week. Why should you produce? Because you get paid for what you produce. You can be the best human on this planet. You can be having a great intention. All these are great qualities, but you know what, when you are an employee, your employee looks at, hey, what's this person producing, how's this person performing. That's why you have performance appraisal meetings. So if you want to truly get to the next level of performance, please click or please go to karthik.coach/live and sign up for the next upcoming masterclass, where I'm going to be sharing how, by using high performance habits, you can help yourself get better or get your best version of time management. Okay, so I hope this was a insightful live session with you. I truly loved sharing all these things, which lot of times in the past I have struggled with one or more of these things when it comes to managing my time. So if you're in that place, let me tell you that there is a way, there is a methodology to get better when it comes to managing our time, managing our focus, energy, productivity, and all of this. Okay, I really hope this helped you and served you in one way or the other. And I'm going to be catching up with you live during Friday. So between now and Friday, can you give me what's that one activity you're going to do so that you're going to manage your time better? Can you please share in the comment box, please? See, it's not so much about learning. It's not so much about learning. It's about how well are you going to implement what you're learning. That's going to change this year for you. Okay. Thank you again so much. It was really awesome and lovely spending this time with you here. I hope you enjoyed and I hope you loved it. Do leave a like or share your comments. I would like to read, because I hope you can see that it takes a lot of time for me to prepare all these things and come and share here with you. So I hope you truly understand that this effort and all the time that I'm spending to help you make this year the best year ever in your life. Thank you so much for being here. I'm signing off now. I'll catch you first of all tomorrow evening 9 p.m. for the live masterclass, and then I'll meet you on Friday 7 p.m. with a yet another live session just like this. Okay, thank you so much. I hope you're having a great week. I hope you've started off this Monday in a very, very positive note. I'll catch you soon tomorrow. So if you want to catch up with me live, karthik.coach/live, and we'll catch up in the high performance launchpad. Thank you. Have a great rest of the day. Take care. Bye bye.